There is a moment in every true transformation when the darkness feels heavier than ever before, not because you are lost, but because you are dangerously close. This stage is never calm. It is never gentle. The final stage before a breakthrough is not peace. It is war, a silent war inside the mind, a war between who you were trained to be and who you are becoming. And if you're feeling the pressure tighten, if the noise of the world feels unbearable, if everything familiar suddenly feels fragile, then listen carefully. This is not the universe punishing you. This is resistance. This is refinement. This is the final test before something vast takes form. Here at Stoic Sage Academy, we don't speak to the comfortable. We speak to those standing at the edge, those strong enough to endure the fire that forges a new self. Before every breakthrough, reality tries to break you first, and it does so in very specific ways. Here are 5 unmistakable signs that you are standing at the final stage, right before everything changes. Sign 1. A deep and unavoidable loneliness takes hold. The first sign does not arrive loudly. It arrives as silence, a strange, unfamiliar silence that follows you even in crowded rooms. You can be surrounded by people, laughter, conversation, and still feel completely alone. This is not depression. This is not rejection. This is separation. You begin to withdraw, not because you are broken, but because your mind no longer tolerates noise. You stop explaining your choices. You stop justifying your values. You stop seeking agreement, not out of arrogance, out of clarity. Epictetus said, "It is impossible for a man to learn what he thinks he already knows." And most of the world believes it already knows how life works, what success is, what happiness looks like, what matters. But you no longer fit inside those beliefs. The loneliness you feel is not abandonment, it is purification. It strips away shallow connections. It dissolves emotional dependency. It removes distractions that once kept you small. What remains is uncomfortable, but real. In this silence, you meet yourself without masks, and only here can a stronger identity take shape. Sign 2. You feel a violent resistance toward your old life. At this stage, pretending becomes impossible. You cannot fake enthusiasm. You cannot tolerate meaningless routines. You cannot continue roles that drain your spirit. Even the thought of staying the same creates tension in your body. Seneca warned, "As long as you live, keep learning how to live." And learning how to live often requires shedding versions of yourself that once felt safe. This urge to quit is not recklessness, it is awakening. You are no longer confused. You are disgusted by stagnation, disgusted by borrowed dreams, disgusted by the lie of comfort. Others will not understand this. They will call you unstable. They will say you've changed. They will accuse you of throwing everything away. But remember this, a cage is still a cage, even if it is comfortable. And the moment you begin to claw at the walls is the moment your spirit proves it is still alive. Sign 3. Emotional turmoil reaches its peak. Before emotional mastery, emotions revolt. Old fears return. Old regrets resurface. Old wounds reopen. This is not regression. This is exposure. The Stoics understood that suppressed emotions do not disappear, they wait. Now they rise, not to destroy you, but to be confronted. You are no longer running. You are standing still while the storm passes through. This is the most dangerous moment because escape is tempting. But endurance here builds something rare. You learn that emotions are not commands, they are weather, and weather always passes. Sign 4. Validation and approval begin to lose their power. Something subtle but irreversible begins to happen. Praise no longer excites you. Criticism no longer wounds you. Attention no longer directs you. You stop performing for acceptance. You stop shaping yourself to be liked. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If you seek tranquility, do less but what is essential." You begin choosing alignment over applause, discipline over popularity, truth over belonging. This is when others grow uncomfortable around you, because a person who no longer seeks validation cannot be controlled. Sign 5. Destructive emotions lose their authority over you. The final sign is quiet but unstoppable. Anger still appears, but it no longer hijacks your actions. Fear still visits, but it no longer dictates decisions. Sadness arrives, but you do not drown in it. You observe emotions instead of obeying them. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." You are discovering this power firsthand. Pain becomes instruction. Stillness becomes strength. Silence becomes dominance. This is where chaos loses its grip, because you no longer resist it, you transcend it. If you feel exhausted, isolated, emotionally tempered, and quietly resolute, understand this clearly. You are not at the end. You are standing at the threshold. The chaos you feel is not destruction, it is reconstruction. It is the collapse of an old inner world making space for something stronger. This is the resistance before birth, the fire before clarity, the noise before silence. Do not turn back now, not when you have endured this much. Let them call you distant. Let them call you cold. Let them say you have changed. One day, they will call you unbreakable. And when that day comes, you will realize something profound. You did not break. You broke through. Let them sleep. We rise. If this message found you in the shadows, it was not by accident. Some are not made to follow the noise. Some are forged to endure, to rise quietly, to master the war within. If you feel that fire burning deeper than ever before, subscribe to Stoic Sage Academy, because here we do not chase motivation, we forge discipline, and while the world sleeps, we train.